Good evening. I'm continuing our Bible stories about what the events that were happening before Easter. Today we're going to talk about Jesus' Last Supper, and this can be found in Luke chapter 22 verses 1 through 24, and also in 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verses 23 through 26. And some of these words may sound familiar to you. In the big city of Jerusalem, Jesus and his friends met together in the upstairs room of a house. They sat on the floor around a low table and had supper together. While Jesus and his friends ate, they retold old stories about how God had freed his people from slavery in Egypt. They remembered how God had rescued them and made them a new family. So here's the story. Remember the parting of the sea? So that was rescue. And here they are at dinner. And I had another book, that other book that I like. I wanted to show you this picture as well. They're enjoying a meal together. And I wanted to show you one more thing. And this is another Bible story. Maybe I'll get to read this one another time. But before the meal, Jesus washed all these men's feet to get them ready for their meal. And that was a very humble thing to do. Everyone who trusts in Jesus is part of his forever family. Jesus gave his friends a new meal called communion to help them trust and remember him. Jesus took some bread and a cup of wine. He said, "Thank you" to God. Then he broke the bread into pieces and he gave it to his friends. And he said, "This bread is broken, just like my body will be broken to pay for your sin. Eat this bread and remember me." So here's a picture of the cup representing what? Jesus' blood. And the bread, his body that will be broken for us. Next, Jesus passed the cup to his friends so that they could drink. Jesus said, "This wine was poured into a cup, just like my blood will be poured out for you. Now you are to take part of being in part of my forever family. Drink from this cup and remember me." What helps you remember your family? We can make picture albums. We can tell stories. Those things help us remember our families. Everyone who trusts Jesus becomes part of his forever family. He gave us communion to help us to trust and remember him. And I wanted to share, this is a fun thing to do with your family. You can put tokens of the Easter story in an egg to open every day as you tell the story. So I forgot to do this one last time when I told the Palm Sunday story. And what did the donkey represent? Do you remember? That's what Jesus rode into Jerusalem on, was a donkey. And the one that goes with this story, I wonder what's in here. The cup. The cup that held the wine that represented Jesus' blood. All right, we'll continue our story in just a minute.